Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. We have an update here. Gabby did a hometown with this guy right here. I'm going to show you who that is in a minute. Sometimes people accidentally jump on a page and they don't want spoilers. I totally understand. If you don't want a spoiler over who this guy is, that's on Gabby's hometown, then just click away now. We shared a Rachel Recchia spoiler yesterday on Sunday. You can go check that out. Obviously, Gabby and Rachel are both splitting duties as bachelorettes for 2022, which airs July 11th, 2022. In the meantime, we'll be scraping the barrel. I'm doing it from the beautiful island of Kauai in Hawaii. That's right, your boy's got some bandwidth there in the Pacific, and I'm going to make a few videos for you guys. So if you appreciate my dedication to the art form here, known as Bachelor Recapping, Power Recapper that is, be a power listener and hit the subscribe button and like this video. And you can also join patreon.com/Dave Neal for private behind the scenes membership only content, which I will have an update for you guys this week on the Patreon about how things are going. I've got so much in store for you guys, including a possible visit to a college in Chicago end of May to speak on behalf of Bachelor Nation. That's right, Professor Dave in the house, and maybe some stand-up shows in Chicago. So stick around, go to Instagram at DNeals and check that out. In the meantime, who is Gabby's hometown? Spoiler, it is not Blake Moynes. I was like, was that Blake Horseman? It's not Blake Moynes. Although I have heard a rumor that Blake may be dating Kelly Flanagan. We'll get into that in another video. There's only so much I can do right now. But of course, he's a red herring, which means I'm putting him out there because sometimes people click on my video and they see a pop-up and they get spoiled accidentally. Well, it's not Blake. Blake's a good friend of ours, but he is not Gabby's spoiler. So are you guys ready for it? Here it is. The hometown date with Gabby is in New Jersey with Eric Schwer. There they are in the grainiest photo ever. And we're gonna talk about who Eric is. There he is, Eric Schwer, 29, lives in Santa Monica, California, and of course, I guess from Jersey. Spoiler, Gabby on a hometown date today in Bedminster, New Jersey. So we'll get into some more info. Of course, there's a bunch of random, like different images, like from behind. Who took this? Did one of the Ninja Turtles just come out of a vent in the ground and take this photo? What is going on there? We've got some funny video. Look at this video from Bachelorette Windmill here. What is this? This is like the Zabruta film. So there he is, Eric. He's got the blanket. He's walking Gabby. Good height differential. They're arm in arm. Isn't it wild? We go a month with no spoilers, and all of a sudden, our little Gabby and our little Rachel are just out there frolicking. Before we know it, they'll be pumping Palmers in the fantasy suite, God willing. So who is Eric? Well, he actually was seen already this season getting a rose, which I thought might have been a first impression rose. It appears it wasn't. Which Bachelorette contestant was pictured holding a rose in behind the scenes photo? Bachelor producer Mike Fleiss posted a collage of filming photos primarily showing off scenes from the infamous mansion, but one shot drew fan attention. One contestant is pictured sporting a rose on his lapel in a room full of contestants with nothing. Who is the mystery man and how did he luck out with an early rose? Gabby and Rachel, contestant pictured with a rose. The telling photo features a crowd of men waiting around what appears to be the mansion, blah, blah, blah. The Bachelorette viewers immediately went to work on identifying the unknown man and revealing their personal pics for each Bachelorette lead. So this was the photo that Mike Fleiss posted. Pretty seemingly, no drama happening, but all of a sudden, here we have a man, and that's the photo we used in my thumbnail right there. That's the photo, who was receiving a rose. Now the question is, when was the rose? Could it have been first night? Eagle-eyed Bachelorette fans identified the contestant as 29-year-old Eric Schwer from Santa Monica, California. According to the information posted by Reality Steve, the contestant also works as an acquisitions analyst. Let's see if he'll be acquiring some of Gabby's morning after cooking, a nice little morning brunch, as you do. Legs and eggs. Despite not yet knowing how the upcoming season will work with two bachelorettes, fans almost unanimously rooted a relationship between Eric and Rachel. Oh, so they thought Eric and this is what fans, we're just so full of projections. Oh, Eric and Rachel will be perfect. Actually, Eric's with Gabby. Oh, Eric and Gabby will be perfect. I feel like Eric is the one for Rachel, and the show haven't even started. LOL, wrote one excited fan. I hope it's from Rachel. Another user commented simply, I don't know why. Redditors also have an opinion about Gabby's men, with several mentioning that they believe Jason would be a good pick for the fan favorite. Look, the reason we love this show is because we get to project wild things onto others. Who knows who's going to work out with who? We're just going to watch it. But now we have one of Gabby's Final Four and one of Rachel's Final Four. More information coming. Stick around. I'll share it with you guys as it comes out. And also, if you guys didn't watch already, I made a video about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. They, of course, let me see if I can't pull it up because I haven't actually launched it yet from my end. But we had again, because not every one of my pieces of content makes it to everybody else. So some videos are more popular than others. So in the chance that you haven't caught this, I've got a very interesting video with Becca Martinez right here. Becca essentially had a very ignorant take on Johnny Depp, on the issue that's happening with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And then after her podcast, she received hate for her take. She did more research, what she calls going down the rabbit hole, which is what I call studying before you're going to talk about a pretty large court case that's happening. And she actually said she's sorry for her one-sided take, and she said, I'm realizing how black and white we made it on our podcast. It's actually a very interesting conversation to be had. So if you haven't already, go check out Dave Neal's show. Let me click on it right here. And then you'll see I've got pretty much a daily, let's go Dave Neal show. I essentially have a daily new video up about the Johnny Depp, court case, which is interesting because not only does he have to deal with, basically defending himself from an op-ed written by his ex Amber Heard, who says that she was abused. She didn't mention it by name, but then he lost work over it. So the case is fascinating because he has to essentially prove his innocence. So I've got the video of him reacting to audio of Amber Heard admitting that she hit him. We have yet to hear her on the stand, so there's still so much to the case that we don't know. So we're just discussing it as we go. Whereas what I saw from the Chatty Broads podcast is that they called him an abuser. And it's like, look, I know that he's lost a defamation case in the UK. I know that they have other issues. But I think we got to wait for this trial to play out and get all the evidence before we can get to that point. And that's what we're trying to do, really. And I think they kind of realized that they didn't have all the information. And anyway, you can go check out that video. So much more content coming out. I appreciate you guys all sticking around, and we'll see you in a little bit. Hawaii Dave out.